What is up, guys? It is the Bluebloods here, back with the episode, man. You wanting to drop today, man. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, including my own. It's a big supporter of the show and can't thank everything she does for me. But, man, breaking news: Jason Dumas announces his transfer to Southern. I dropped the breaking news video on his transfer, his entry into the portal, and I said that Southern was going to make a strong push. I said it was either going to be FBS level or he was going to follow all the coaches that came from PV down there with Dooley to Southern, and he announces his transfer to Southern. He dropped a graphic today that read, "First, I want to thank God for allowing me to be in this position I am today in my football career. And next, I want to thank all of the schools that offered me an opportunity to come and play for their team. Ultimately, my goal is to continue to change how HBCU football is viewed. I am an HBCU product, and I will continue to be an HBCU product. With that being said, I am coming home to the state of Louisiana to attend the Southern University for my last season. Time to get to work. Go Jags," signed Jason Dumas and posted himself in a Southern uniform. And this is a giant pickup for head coach Dooley. I mean, this is probably one of the biggest transfer additions in the SWAC this all season. And shout out to my cut again for the graphics, but we see what he can bring to a team, man. He is just a difference maker. A first team All-American last year, absolutely showed out against Jackson State in the SWAC Championship and was one of the main reasons that PV found themselves in position to win a SWAC title last year. And he's coming in, man. 2 years ago was a second team All-American. And when you look back at his high school career, he's coming out of Louisiana, played at St. James High School, and there he was a sports scene player of the week, a top performer, two-time All-State, two-time All-District, and was the 2017 River Parish Defensive Player of the Year. And this guy's done it all. Was top 5 in sacks this year in the SWAC, top 5 in tackles for loss. Antoine Owens, James Houston, Isaiah Land, Jason Dumas, those are the names that he's going to have to be put up with in terms of his talent and impact. At the defensive tackle spot, in my personal opinion, I don't think there's a defensive tackle in the SWAC better than this guy, Jason Dumas, right now. And that's the type of addition. It was a huge loss for PV, but also a huge addition for the SWAC to keep a talent like Dumas in conference. And it's going to, for me, looking at the impact of the transfer to kind of put it in how I'm looking at it, this makes Southern one of my favorites to win the SWAC this year. In my opinion, this addition alone probably makes them one of the favorites to win, to get to the SWAC championship and win that West Division, which is really up for grabs when you look at Grambling, Southern, Alcorn, Texas Southern. Right now, Southern is in a really good spot. And when you look at the additions, the D coordinator comes with Dooley, D line. I mean, there's a bunch of defensive assistants, and Dumas just felt more comfortable with him there. And so for me, looking at it, the best tandem on the D line right now is Jordan Lewis and Jason Dumas. And then that doesn't even include the Trey Langs that Southern land, the greenhouses that Southern landed. They are so deep on the defensive line right now that I think Southern is going to be a very scary team. If they can figure out the QB position and the offensive side of the ball, Southern is going to be a major factor in the SWAC this year. But they probably have the best duo in terms of, maybe even, in my opinion, one of the best duos in FCS football on the defensive line. When you look at the mass exodus from some of these other schools, I think when you're looking at the SWAC, you're looking at strong duos, and you're trying to figure out, you have some guys who might be unproven as the number one at Jackson State. You look at a Niles Gaddy, and then you look at the D tackle spot. Devontae comes back. Could he be that number one? But they lost their top two guys in Houston and Owens. You look at FAMU, they return Isaiah Land and Gentle Hunt, but you look at Savian and some of those other losses. Jordan Lewis and Jason Dumas are the most accomplished and also, in my opinion, one of the most talented duos in the FCS in general. When you look at even Jordan Lewis, this is a guy that just won the Buck Buchanan Award this spring, a multiple-time FCS and SWAC All-American from the edge, and now you add the best defensive tackle in the SWAC right now in Jason Dumas. the sky is the limit for the Southern team, and this is a huge impact addition for Southern. I think when you look at Dooley and this staff, you have to give them props. Even though they had the prior relationship, they probably had to outduel some really strong FCS and FBS programs for Jason Dumas's talent and commitment, and they get landed on Mother's Day, Sunday, May 8th. Jason Dumas posted Happy Mother's Day and announced that he is coming to Southern for the 2022 season. So comment below your thoughts on this addition. What could Dumas bring to the Southern defense? And also, do you agree with me? Is Jason Dumas and Jordan Lewis the best defensive line duo in the SWAC, possibly the FCS? Let me know. And also just let me know overall your thoughts on his recruitment. But guys, have a great Mother's Day out there. Make sure you tell your mom you love them. And until next time, the Blue Bloods are out.